retro movie reviews, and this week we're going to talk about the Outsiders, 1983, which is a great movie with a blockbuster cast, bro. Check this out: Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, the handsome bastard, Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez, bro. In fact, they're all handsome bastards in this movie. But this movie got me emotional, bro, because the love between the brotherly love between Daryl, Ponyboy, and Soda Pop. When you watch that movie, their parents died. Patrick Swayze's character Daryl was just he doesn't know why to be a parent, right? It's about the greasers. They're the outsider. These are like the poor redneck type of white people. They're talking about the poor white people and whatnot. The love that they have, the fights that they kept on having, and the love that they had, it just reminded me of Us Three Brothers, man. It just got me really emotional, especially that end scene and whatnot. And I thought they've done some great cinematography in this movie, in my opinion, from a 1983. Some of the close-ups, some of the outward staring into the sunset, and some of the stuff they talk about. It's really deep. And, like I was thinking while I was watching this movie, so this movie is about the outsiders who are basically the poor white people compared to the rich white people in the 50s type of thing, the greasers and whatnot. And, they made Grease, which was like all animated and singing and whatnot, but it was a tough time for them, right? It was like gangs and shit. First of all, they were all handsome. I was like, you guys fucking, for poor white people, you're like the most handsome, chiseled
But
face.
Tom Cruise did have his little buck tooth.
Okay, Tom Cruise a bit of buck tooth or whatnot, but the rest of them were good looking dudes, chiseled, smooth shave and everything, right? Patrick Swayze in there. It's like I've got a man crush on him because we keep talking about it, but he was a handsome bastard, bro. I don't care.
No, bro, agreed, 100%. No doubt about it.
But
may he rest in peace. He's a good-looking dude, man. Good-looking brother.
Bro, great movie, man. I'm seriously, man. When you think about that cast, when you think about the story it tells,
Francis Coppola, right?
Yes.
Director's Francis Coppola, yeah?
Let me check.
Francis Ford Coppola, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Who directed Francis Ford Coppola directed
Godfather Part 2.
Godfather, yes, that's right. Yeah.
He done Part 3.
Yeah.
Hey, no, he done all the Godfathers, in fact.
Yeah, he did all the Godfathers, yeah. Yes.
Oh, this guy, but he done Dracula, but this motherfucker.
Yeah, bro.
Loads of stuff.
Bro, Francis, don't mess around, Francis, bro. But listen, he had a great because when you read the book, bro, and that's one thing you should do. When it came to adapting to the screen, a few things changed, but he gave the book the love that it deserved, bro. It's one of the, stay gold, Ponyboy is one of the best things in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've got a friend that I used to work with in Jessup. She had a tattoo saying "Stay gold, Ponyboy." You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
like, you've got a connection to a story like that. It's still the struggles of somebody growing up in a poor neighborhood and going through systematical issues, bro. So
that's exactly what it is. I mean, damn, he done Jack as well. It's another brilliant movie with Robin Williams. Yeah.
Oh man, that movie was brilliant. Oh, shit.
Great movie, great soundtrack as well from Bryan Adams. And
yes,
Jennifer
that's right.
Lopez was absolutely fantastic in that movie. Acting wise, what are you thinking about it, dirty bastard? Back to Outsiders, bro. The cultural, the systematic issues, the outsiders, the dehumanization again in a way of these group of people because they are poor and they dress a certain way and they look a certain way and whatnot. And the rich boys, I can't remember what they used to call it, what they called them, it slipped my mind, just kind of like would in fact bully them because they were the outsiders and everything, and ultimately led to the killing, out of self-defense. And then they had to kind of go off. And then, what was beautiful is they turned it around because end of the day, they were just kids. They were kids and they were good kids. They just didn't have the same opportunities and they were looked down upon and whatnot. But it's the same thing when you don't give these people opportunities, they turn to a life of I wouldn't say they turn to a life of crime. It's just that you're just not giving them the opportunity. So what life do they have? But then, when they see the fire in the church, they didn't even hesitate to run in there to save them, which ultimately led to the death of Ralph Macchio's character.
Ponyboy.
No, Pony Boy was things, man. Pony Boy was Ralph, because Ralph was the one who said stay golden, Pony Boy.
Ah,
I've got it here. Hold on. Johnny, Ralph's character,
Johnny.
Johnny, yeah. Anyway,
Johnny.
like they didn't hesitate to go in and save the children. They weren't bad people. Just because society said that they're the bad, poor white people and they're part of the gang, they weren't. Like they were kids. So the trauma and shit they got, all of them going through trauma. Their parents are all messed up, arguing and all this sort of sleeping on the street, smoking at the age, all that sort of stuff, right? Okay, that's the upbringing. But when it came down to humanity and saving children, they didn't even hesitate to run into that burning church to save them. It just goes to show, don't judge a book by its character.
But that's
Don't stop dehumanizing people. Like, you know what I mean?
society teaches that, bro. Systematical governmental shit teaches that, bro. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
And that's a generation of shit taught to people. And there are movies there just clearly like that to show that these are the struggles they went through in the 50s between themselves, bro. Between themselves. And you're right. That's how the world ends, bro. They're clicking buttons and just killing each other.
But they a lot of these are teenagers, young adults and whatnot. So they're going through growth, they're going through puberty and hormones and the brains and what. Kids do stupid shit anyway, right? But when you're already dehumanizing a bunch of kids and whatnot, it puts them in a difficult position. But it does show the classism in the era and in school and whatnot. Even the girl Sherry, she tells Pony Boy, hey, if I don't say hello to you in school, don't be offended. Like. It's like, wait, we went through all of this together and you still won't even say hello to me. That's how much, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, how much she doesn't want to be looked down upon by her friends. That's how much, like, why have I gone blank on the
Because people
name?
care, like, is that people get cared about, reputation, and
yeah.
where you stand in place, which is a shame.
That's like the real world today. It's like on Instagram, like you can't be seen with certain people. You don't want to comment on certain things. I don't know. It's weird. After what they've been through, she even likes him. She even said about Matt Dillon's character, who was a douchebag, if you want to pull it in those words. Like, if I hope I don't see him again because I'm gonna fall in love with him. But she liked him, but she could, like, he was a bit of a douchebag anyway. But he was a greaser. You can't like a greaser. You know what I mean? But it was just like. Her telling Pony Boy that it's like, man, like you can't even just put that aside and tell your friend fuck off. But especially back then, you couldn't. Now people are a bit more open, but she couldn't just tell her friends.
There's different things to it. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. But a great movie, bro. Great film, great book. Brilliant. If you guys ain't read the book, check out the book. But Outsiders, man, I love that movie, bro. It's going to be one of the all-time greats, bro, in my collection of movies. Like, I love the soundtrack. I love the look and feel of it. They really, really, really work like a bunch of brothers. I love that. It's a touching story about humanity as well, bro, and what we're capable of. If you put us in the right situation, you'll see who kind of steps up. Because you'd be surprised. You'd be scared shitless, but you still step up on the line. You know what I mean? There are cowards that wouldn't step up to that line. And we live like that every day, bro. Some cowards know how to work the system. That's how I see it. Some cowards know how to work the system to be in the good books, bro. Some cowards, bro, because coward. I've been calling some people some cowards recently, bro. And that's just because here's me trying to be professional, bro. But deep down inside, I know who the cowards are. But then they'll get the respect for it, which is a shame, bro. Because you go up higher now and going back into real world stuff. All them people in power are cowards, bros. Bunch of cowards, because they're the villains, and they are run by funding from other villains. You know what I mean? It's a syndicate. It's a syndicate. They're all gangsters, bro. At the end of the day, it's legalized gangsters, bro. Just get away with shit and rip from the poor. You know what I was saying this the other day? We still getting rinsed, bro. Even though you'd think people get their way, we didn't. Sorry, we lose on that one. They destroy us, bros. They string us and that's all the anger that came up from going up a flight of stairs and a flight of stairs down. Plus, no motherfuckers helped me as well. So you guys will watch me do that shit. Like they were watching it, like it's one of those strongman competitions. You motherfuckers standing on the side watching, man. You could have said, brother, can I help you? And I think that's what vexed me so much the most. And sorry, I'm going off topic a little bit. but the humanity, like, I was happy to help that brother out cleaning the streets in his high vis jacket, sweating in this weather, to buy him a bottle of water because he deserved it. He did the work. He did the time in. I keep forgetting how a little thing can make such a big difference in people's lives. And maybe, yes, the stairs fucked me up, but it made me do something kind and feed that woman as well. So Allah, thank you for giving me some sort of peace in those 2 moments to say, I know I'm struggling. I know I'm finding it hard. I've already started off my day shit, but you made me do some nice things in the process. So it's what Ponyboy and Johnny did. They did the right thing. And that's all it takes.
And they didn't hesitate
all
to
it
do
takes.
it.
They didn't hesitate to do it. I didn't as well. Like, he said, can I get a bottle of water? I just said, bro, come with me to the shop. I'll buy you one, man. And then the same thing with the woman. She said, can I get some food? Everybody else said no in the queue. I said, like, just pick what you want. Bro, I only had £10 budget for that day. That was gone. But it wasn't about that. It was that person will feel different that day. To believe that there is some sort of hope in the human race, in the humankind, and that we can do good, bro. It's just we have to do it together. And yeah, anyway, that's the moral of that story. That's the moral of my week, bro. Let's work together, man. We work so much better together. So much better.
Well, this is what
this
is what I was saying about traveling the world and me going to like countries where they're not as rich, it's not that city life. Like we lose it in that city life. It's a part of it. It's almost like school and business like doesn't almost teach you to look after one another. It's like business. Do things that benefit you, do things that benefit your team. But if it's to benefit the competitor, then don't do that, right? If it's to benefit someone else, don't do that. Like there's something again systematically in this city life, which is just hustler, look out for yourself, look out for your people only. And yes, you're going to be biased to your own tribe and whatnot, but there's nothing about looking after other people. Now, I know in our religion, we have to give charity and zakat is a big part of it, whatnot. But, I've been reading loads of things and zakat is like, yes, 2.5% of your salary, but it's about even smiling at someone is zakat, right? Showing a smiley face, being nice to people, just being kind to people, being tolerant. All these sort of things is a part of zakat, man. And there's so much to it and whatnot. So, it is good to just walk around with a smile and just say salam alaikum. Like, don't be a creepy Greek. Like, don't be fucking creepy. But, just these little things,
all about the little things. All about the little things.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, that was our movie, this week's retro movie review, The Outsiders. Brilliant movie. If you haven't seen it, blockbuster cast, brilliant movie, great director. Everything about this movie is fantastic. Do check it out. Yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. Brilliant movie. If you enjoyed that clip, check the description for the full podcast episode. And while you're at it, show some love and click that subscribe and like button.